Greetings, my fellow normies. I hope you're all doing well today. This is your host, just a normie. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and share. And today we've got a rumor about Star Trek 4 is back on. They have found a new director with Chris Pine, but I'm kind of skeptical, to be honest, and all that. This is more of Shadow Studios and Paramount and J.J. Abrams crap and all and studio and all that stuff. So, and Paramount right now is in the middle of the discussion of Strange New Worlds being greenlit to Star Trek Picard and stuff like that. And it looks like they're giving up on the movies and going in the direction of the TV shows, which I think that while we've had a lot of successful films with regards to Star Trek in the past and stuff, I think that the best place for Star Trek is on the small screen. And I think in with the streaming services and all that stuff, and Paramount Plus and Peacock and all that stuff that's all under the same banner and stuff, I think that's the best direction for it. But I don't know what exactly they think this will do and all that. I don't think there's anybody that really wants it. And so I like Chris Pine as Captain Kirk and all that, but I'm not convinced that we need a Star Trek 4. Star Trek 2 and 3 under J.J. Abrams did not do well. And it was not well received by fans, all that. And it's like, there seems to be also a civil war within Paramount, Viacom, who are trying to change the direction of the disaster that has become of Star Trek Discovery. And according to what's going on in the background is there's talk of stating that Star Trek 4 is back on, but I can't find anything that claims that Chris Pine is on board. He already kind of unfortunately kind of closed the door on that. And this is the Kelvin universe, and crew. And I'm not sure if anybody really gives a shit, to be honest. Unless the studio goes in a new direction and moves completely away from J.J. Abrams or any of his minions when it comes to his studio, bad reboot and all that. There's also been, the idea that Chris Hemsworth, who portrays Thor in the MCU, that some kind of time travel shenanigans would be involved. Chris Hemsworth is a bigger star power than Chris Pine. I don't know if there's anybody that really wants to see this or anybody cares. I don't. And stuff, and all that. And with Strange New Worlds and all that, with Captain Pike and Anson Mount and all that, I think that's the better direction. And I think you wanted to introduce Kirk, I think you could still do that with Chris Pine and all that. He's still young, he still looks young and stuff, but I think there's Kirk is around in Pike's time, but I don't know where that is exactly. But there are sources saying that Paramount is trying to get William Shatner to appear in a movie in some capacity, but I'm not entirely sure because William Shatner has been pretty salty in regards to the way he's been treated, and fans are pretty upset of the way Mr. Shatner and his Captain Kirk has been portrayed, or some of the issues of them wanting to have this bisexual, rendition of Captain Kirk, which does not work for me. Kirk was always a ladies' man and stuff. He was a whore. He really was, So, in this new day and age where we have to take old characters and completely destroy them, reconstruct them for a narrative and stuff like that because it was unacceptable. But the thing is about Star Trek that a lot of people don't talk about is that Star Trek was before its time, before any other network was. If you are not aware, Lucille Ball, who played I Love Lucy, she was the one that saved Star Trek and stuff. And if you're not aware of it, Star Trek was very ahead of its time. When Star Trek was on TV in the TOS era with William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy and all that and stuff, you had Michelle Nichols, who was the first black woman on screen in a small TV series and stuff. And there was the first black and white kiss on TV between Kirk and Michelle Nichols and stuff. And throughout that, there has been that continued theme with Star Trek in pushing the boundaries. And this idea of trying to shove this idea of trans and bisexuality and LGBT and all this stuff and all that, we need to shove this down our throats, when the fact that Star Trek has addressed this in Voyager, TOS, Enterprise, Voyager, to especially in Deep Space Nine. But then you've got Discovery, where they've got these trans, non-binary characters that they literally have to throw them out in the forefront, as if Star Trek has never addressed any of these issues or explored any of these issues and stuff, you know? And even I know I skipped Next Generation and stuff like that, but Next Generation, there were several episodes in there that addressed people that were non-sexual orientation, who consider themselves, non-binary or do not identify with a sex and stuff like that. And so, and I know I'm going off on a tangent here, but the thing is we need to be reminded that Star Trek has always been at the forefront. You don't need to shove this stuff down our throats and push it into the forefront in order to make your point. Star Trek has already done that over its 40, almost 50 years of history and stuff. And because we're in this new era that we have to push everything out in the front, it's all got to be right there. And if you don't like it, tough shit. We're going to ruin your franchise. No, that's not going to work for me. Not at all. And so getting back to the whole Star Trek 4 situation, I don't know. I don't think this is going to come. I think this is pure speculation and rumor. And stuff. I don't think there's anything behind it. I try to research it to see if there was anything behind it, and I couldn't find anything to substantiate it and stuff. So, like I said, yeah. Let me know what you think down below. Like, subscribe, and share, and I'll be talking to you later, everybody. Bye.